Welcome back to the First Digital Academy. Today in this video, I'll be talking about the possible issues one may be facing while trying to use the NIMC Serve portal for modification and how to actually use the portal without having those issues. Okay, so I have to put out this video because not meeting with deadlines and missing appointments for just no reason can be so disturbing and frustrating, especially when it comes to identity verifications. Originally, the NIMC self-service portal was meant to allow individuals modify and correct their data on the identity database by themselves without having to meet the agent. But for whatever reason, the design of the portal does not agree to that fact. So the portal was designed in such a way that if care is not taken, whatever issue that made you want to use the portal may even get doubled or tripled, which may even lead to more complication and can lead to you wasting more of your time and additional money may be spent. So for that reason, I have put together step-by-step guide that can help you overcome these challenges and use the portal effectively without these issues. So before we forge ahead, I would want you to follow our channel and like our videos in case you are coming across for the first time, because in the coming days I promise to update you with more engaging content. And for any reason, if you find our content disturbing or you have any challenge, you can reach out to us on the comment section, and in due time we will get in touch with you. So let's forge ahead. Now the first issue we are going to be talking about is the email or password issue. Whenever you register on the portal, coming back to the portal to use it, you'll be asked to log in with your previous email and password, of which if you don't do, you won't be able to access the portal. As long as your NIN was being verified on the Safe Service portal, you have to provide your login details before you can continue. So these are the issues that people normally have, because when they register on the portal, it may not be that important, but whenever they have issues, they will rush to the portal for modification of their record. And by that time, they must have forgotten, or they may have forgotten their login details, and this becomes an issue. So what to do is, whenever you want to register on the portal, you make sure to note down your details, maybe in your jotter, your notepad, or wherever that you have access to anytime, any day. Also note that the password is case sensitive, which means if you are using small letters, you cannot log in with capital letter. You have to use the same case. What I mean by case sensitive, you have uppercase and lowercase. So if you are using lowercase, you have to be specific with your request. So you have to note down your password, because the site does not retrieve password. The site does not have the ability to give you back your password. So it is pertinent that you have your password and your email address noted down. So having said that, let's move to the next slide. The next issue we have here is your device or browser is not authorized for login. Please log in using the device you first used to access your account or contact NIN support for assistance. Now, this is one of the many troubling issues we have, or that I have come across in this couple of days, because a lot of people have reached out to me to ask me what is the meaning of this issue. Now, this is what it means. Your device is not authorized for login. Please log in using the device you first use. This can mean two things. The first, it may mean that the mobile phone you used before is not the same with the mobile phone you use now. Maybe because of theft, or you just decide to use your second phone to log in using your correct details. So the site is designed in such a way that once it captures your data, it also captures your IP address, your phone data, and all of that. So it is designed in such a way that it identifies devices which are being used. So you cannot use this device today and tomorrow you are using another device, except you do a kind of delinking, except you unlink your device from the back end, and this is not always available. Sometimes the service may not be available. So the next second issue, or the next second meaning of this, may be you register and then you close your browser without actually completing your modification job. Maybe your document was not ready and you had to close your browser, or you just log out to get other documents for upload, and coming back to log in again, you are being told that your browser is not supported. It may be the same phone, it may be the same laptop, but you get this message. So what you do is, before you embark on any modification tasks, make sure that all your supporting documents are ready. For instance, for change of name, you may be needing your NIN slip, your affidavit, or marriage certificate. So marriage certificate is for those that are changing name due to marriage, and it is not compulsory that you use that document, but it is necessary. Then affidavit, that one is general purpose, stating that you are the person that is initiating the modification, and this is your supporting document. So you must make sure that these documents are ready to avoid this browser issue. So, and for date of birth, we all know that for you to change your date of birth, you need a birth attestation certificate from National Population Commission (NPC). So before you make your payment on the portal, you make sure you obtain your birth certificate first, because that is the first step. Then you can now proceed with your modification. For phone number modification, police report is needed. You obtain one from police and then proceed for modification. For address modification, you need utility bill or whatever documents that state that you are living at this place, you are living at that place. You need a document that states your address. Okay. So I hope you have been able to do justice to this. So let's quickly look at our next slide, because I don't want this video to take too long. Okay, the next issue we have here is this device or browser is currently linked to a different account. Please log in with a different browser or contact NIMC for assistance. What this means is that you cannot log into multiple accounts using one device. For instance, if you are doing modification for your wife or for your and also for yourself, for instance, once you have been able to create an account for yourself, you log in on the phone or your laptop or whatever device you use, you will not be able to use that same device again to create another self-service account for someone else. So that is what this simply means. Remember, I told you the portal was designed in such a way that it captures your browser data. So whenever you for instance you use iPhone 12 to register, the portal will capture your iPhone 12. It will capture your device email address, email, and other things. So whenever you have this issue, you make sure that you try to register with another device and the registration will be successful. The next very issue we have is NIN validation failed. Unable to validate your NIN, you have one attempt left. Now, this is one of the most challenging issues that have got so many people worried and thinking. Whenever they have this issue, a lot of people, or majority, or a good number of people will always think that their NIN has not been validated because I receive calls and messages reaching out to me with this screenshot that I should help them validate their NIN. And when I look at it, I now give them the advice that they should log in using their previous data, email, and password, which they used to register on the site. So what this simply means is that you must have registered in the past with a certain email address and password, and your NIN was verified and captured by the site and it's already on the database. So proceeding to make another attempt to create another account will permanently log your account, and once you are logged out, it will be very difficult for you to continue your modification. So what you need to do at this point is to go back, get your email, get your password, and you'll be able to log in. But in case you don't remember your password and email address, you need to reach out to an agent for modification assistance who will help you on the way forward. Okay, the next slide we have here is NIN validation failed. Dear applicant, your account is temporarily locked due to wrong NIN validation. Please contact NIMC support for assistance. Okay, so you can see from the previous slide where we had one attempt left. Now, further attempts to create a new account on that same NIN will result to this. At this stage, you will no longer be able to create an account. You will also not be able to log into your account, even if you have the password. So, the last slide was like a critical stage in which you need to look for an agent if you have no access to your data. But at this point, to continue will be difficult, time wasting, and very costly, even if you see a solution to this. So I'm putting out this video so that you will not make these mistakes You will not make these mistakes because it can be so frustrating having an appointment in 3 days time or in 1 week time and you are stuck in somewhere for something that could easily be done. Okay, the next slide we have here is modification record. From the screen you can see the left hand side is having the old record while the right hand side is having the new record. Now this is the last stage where you confirm your records before submitting. You must have been able to create an account from the beginning, verify your NIN, make the necessary payments, upload the necessary documents, and here is the time for you to confirm your details. And this is for name modification. So at this point, before you submit, you have to make sure that whatever details you have by the right hand side is the correct and intended details in which you want to modify to. Any attempt to submit wrong details will lead to another modification. So at this stage, be very watchful and mindful. Okay, the next slide we have here is modification requests successfully submitted. A notification will be sent once your modification request has been approved. You have the tracking ID. So at this point, it means that you have been able to submit your application and you are waiting for NIMC to respond either positively or negatively to your request, because the end, whatever you get at the end is still subject to NIMC decision. They may decide to fail your application or they may decide to approve. They may decide to decline or approve as the case may be. So this is the case where you note down the tracking ID in case the modification was not successful. Then whoever that is taking care of the whoever agent that is taking care of or that is tracking the application will be able to use your tracking ID. So always note down your tracking ID at this point. Please remember to subscribe to this channel, and the good news I have for you today for watching this video to this point is that you can now reach out to us for any of those issues discussed here. Even if you don't want to go through all the stress of doing the modification by yourself, you can always reach out to us for a professional modification assistance. Thank you for coming and see you in our next video.